Hey guys, you know what's really nice this time of year?
What?
Gifts. You're lucky because we have something for you. Our new sponsor, Deep Creek Glassworks. So you can get ornaments. They have customizable colors and
Shapes?
pattern options. It's pretty much great gifts for anybody if you want like a Pollyanna, Secret Santa, something for the family.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, you're getting good quality with the glass. It is definitely, it can withstand curious cats, wagging dog tails, pretty resilient, fast shipping in crush-resistant boxes. So you know your product's going to get there. As an extra bonus to our listeners, you can get 10% off of your purchase by using the promo code SUPERFUN when you go to their website. That's Deep Creek Glassworks, WORX.etsy.com.
Bonus code.
Bonus code.
Bonus code. Welcome to the super fun game review podcast. Go Mega Ultra Between Review Show. Down.
MUBRS.
God. So on, look, it's just how we start.
What's
Yeah,
wrong,
I know,
Harry? MUBRS.
All right, so on tonight's podcast, we are going to be talking about what one of our favorite gaming moments was. So, would
It was achievements.
No, it doesn't have to be achievements.
yeah, okay.
So, would anyone like to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it, Steve.
I think we're going way back in the time machine here for a younger Steve. So right after I got PlayStation, like it was a little after it was out.
For Christmas, right?
Yeah. One of the first games that I got was Final Fantasy VIII, which just also happened to be like pretty much one of the first times I ever really played an RPG that fully captivated me. So after beating it and kind of learning about it, I think probably my most favorite, like, holy shit, I did it moment was actually playing through another time and going through and getting every single Guardian Force that was available and pretty much all of the, like, the top tier weapons. Like, basically, I don't know if it could be like a 100%ing the game, but basically doing that, where that was the very first time where I had the patience to sit through that much gameplay, go through all like the side tracks and not just give up and skip around and get it done. That was the first. Hey, good job, Steve.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You had a lot of GFs.
Yeah. A lot of GFs.
What about you, Ralph?
Okay. Similar-ish era. I wanted to say that I have very fond memories of beating 4 specific N64 games, and because I like the credits, like the end credits or the credit roll. I really liked when you beat. It felt rewarding, not like just seeing names or whatever. Like when you beat what?
I like credits.
Yeah, right.
I like credits.
Credits are enjoyable. So you beat Mario 64, and you get like a track of music that you've never heard before, and you get sort of screenshots of the different levels and everything, and then it wraps up at the end with a little cutscene. And then beating Star Fox 64, I remember there was a cutscene at the end. Beating Ocarina of Time, it felt like you'd really done something. Like you really got a sense of satisfaction out of that through the credits. And then at the same token, Majora's Mask, when you would beat that game, all of these games, they stick in my mind as satisfying end credit sequences. And I don't really feel like there are that many games that do that. I mean, I guess Metal Gear Solid 4 has like the most infamous post-credits scene. But, a lot of modern games, I feel like there's just not there. I don't know if it's because I was a kid or just, I feel like those have magic to them. They have something extra when you beat the game. And you feel like you've achieved something.
Yeah.
More so than getting a trophy or, whatever.
Here's your achievement. No.
Achievement?
Achievement?
Here's your achievement.
Ooh, raclette.
Did you guys ever beat Star Fox 64?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Never had a 64.
And
I never had a 64
No.
either.
I went back and like watched the video not that long ago, and I remember it just feeling more important than it actually is. In hindsight, like my nostalgia for it is greater than it actually. You always remember it being more impactful or better.
You always remember your first time, Ralph.
But yeah, that's those 4.
Very cool.
Harry, you ready to go?
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of run through a couple real quick. I'm going to keep them each pretty short. So
Yeah, go for it,
so I don't
sweetheart.
linger on any. Earliest one that was super accomplishing was beating Jurassic Park on Super Nintendo.
Oh my God.
Now the problem with that game is it's a fairly long game, and there's no save system. So when you power it off, you got to start completely fresh the next time you turn on the game. So you had to sit there and do it all in one playthrough. And the problem is, when you're in first-person mode in a lot of the buildings in the game,
Oh yeah.
there's a potential glitch where you can get stuck in a doorway, and that's it. You have to reset the game. And it's happened numerous times when you're late in the game, you only have a couple parts left, and you get stuck.
Yikes.
Have to hit that reset button and start all over again. I think I threw a couple tantrums as a young kid.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Motherfucker! Young Harry! Fuck you! Where's my PBJ? Cut off the crust.
Well, when I finally beat that was like a huge accomplishment for little old Harry.
Did you cry?
No.
Little old Harry.
Well, I've always been old, so let's be real.
Old since birth.
That game really could have used a day 1 patch.
Oh, call back Ralph.
My first platinum trophy was kind of an accomplishment, and I did that for Until Dawn. That was the first platinum trophy I got. I had to go through it quite a few times and do that.
I would imagine so.
I don't know, it was just kind of cool to see that 100% absolutely completed, and it wasn't just play through the game to get it. You actually had to do some work. Now, the one that I'm actually really proud of, and this took quite a bit of time, I think over the course of 2 years to do. There was a little game called Resident Evil Outbreak that hit, I guess, when I was around 17, 18 years old, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Now, to unlock all the characters, and there was a ton of characters to unlock in that game, and they're essentially just reskins of the base 8 characters. But when you play through online, there's X amount of scenarios. So there's a very easy mode, normal, and hard. And each playthrough has an A and B scenario. So
8 total scenarios.
Essentially. Now, within each scenario, and you don't know what scenario pops up. It doesn't tell you when you play. It's like a hidden integer between A and B. Now, there's invisible items. When you click on maybe a pile of clothes in the corner or a random barrel in a alleyway, you have the potential to pick up one of 5 items in each match. Now, there was a total of I think it was 150 or 200 hidden items in the game just by clicking on the environment that you had to play each scenario, A and B, and actually make it alive in all of these scenarios, finding the items, just clicking in the environment. And it's already a panic-stricken game as it is, and you're on a time limit, and I think you had to survive to keep the item. It was insane. Collecting all these hidden items to unlock, and I unlocked every single character in that game.
Jeez.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Look it up sometime with all the hidden items. I did get a little help because every once in a while, they'd have a special event where the items would glow. So there'd be a little twinkle on that clothes pile or on that barrel. But it wasn't always the case. But you had to play each difficulty with random people that you couldn't communicate with. Find the items. And a lot of times you'd have to, if you followed a guide online or something like that, it would say, if you pick up this item, you're on scenario A. Or if you pick on this item, you're on scenario B. And then you can rule out which other items might be on the map.
Oh, gotcha.
But it was a huge time sink to try to get all that. But I literally have every single character on the first Resident Evil Outbreak.
I imagine so, yeah. All right, so mine actually, a few of you guys got to experience with me. It was the night that we were recording Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
And there were a few of you here. I think it was you guys and John.
Mm-hmm.
And we were waiting for Ralph to show up. And I was sitting there playing, and I was like, okay, I have one last run at Gehrman before that's it, and I'm just going to have to record the game, without me having beaten it. So I went in. I had just enough potions to have a full thing. So we're going. And John started getting really excited because I started parrying Gehrman as he's like coming in for attacks, and I ended that boss battle with the parry and kill. And that was like it, and it was just, ending, credits roll. It was fucking awesome.
You were one hit away from death.
Yeah, I almost
I
was one hit away from death, and he came in for it, and I managed to fucking parry it and kill him. And like everyone was like, ah! It was just such a cool fucking moment.
Nice.
And like I got to like share it with you guys, and I mean, it's not the most difficult thing I've ever done, and it's not like the most it's not the hardest and most lengthy thing I've ever done, but like just that moment where, I got the parry and I was like, oh my God, this is the end. This is it. I got him.
Yeah.
And having you guys there and it's just like, ah, it was fucking cool.
It was a moment we all got to share.
We can all relate to how awesome that must have felt.
Yeah. It was so good. But all right, guys, tune in next week for the review, and we will talk to you later.
Later.
MUBRS out.
Stay sexy.
Love
Stay
you.
sexy.